Ministry with the Driven 365 Relationships and Love Show. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, since you already have your notebooks out, we have a lovely show today. And we're going to be speaking to Shay Morrell. Now, she created a symposium for all you ladies, young ladies, and women, because there's a variety of the three. She decided that she created something called Women's Journey to Life. So all those young ladies that want to grow into a real woman, Shay has created a symposium for you to come out and actually learn a lesson. Now, for all of those 40 and above, yeah, you're in that crowd too. See, because we all have a way of getting taught daily. So I want to turn this over to Shay and ask her what possessed her to think about a journey for women in life.
Wow. I think Women's Journey to Life to me was my baby. It was something that I feel like was conceived and thought and put together with the vision of every woman deserves to be whole. Every woman, whether she's 10, 12, 15, 18, 40, 50, or 90, she deserves to be whole. And there's so many things that break us down in life. There's so many things from young to old. We get broken through our family structure. We get broken through adversities. We get broken through being neglected or, rejected. And we get broken through so many things that it's time for every woman to learn that within you, you have the power to take your pieces and become brilliant. So that was my journey, that from my two little girls when they were little, I always instilled in them, you've got the power to move beyond your hurt. And if you don't learn how to do it, then you will live with your hurt and live as a victim instead of a victor. So I want every woman to know that there is a tool that you can use. You just got to be taught how to use it and when to pull it out. You're powerful, but you've got to learn how and where your power comes from. So that's how Women's Journey to Life became a journey for me, a mission for me. And from that mission of creating Women's Journey to Life, it's just been using different venues and different events to target on certain areas, target on, certain things that I see is lacking in a lot of young women or older women that I've come across or talked with. And this women's symposium, oh my gosh, it's just been taking a life of its own. It's Getting Back Me. And I struggled with the name of it and getting back my glow and getting back my shine. But the end result was just getting back me. Because it's not about my glow. It's not about my shine. It's not about what you see, but it's about what's within me. So getting back me is about empowering women, inspiring women, encouraging women. And when I say women, I do mean the age spectrum, because the young teen women have gone through, the old women have gone through, the senior women are going through. So I mean just getting back me to the point where you can live a life and be resourceful, resilient, and just the brightness within you. You can live with your broken pieces. So I hate for a woman to say, oh, I'm broken and I can't. No, your pieces are brilliant. Masterpieces were made out of sparkles of gold. And that's just big things broken down into little pieces, but a masterpiece was created. So within the brokenness, when you know how to use your resources and pull it all together, it becomes a masterpiece. So that's what this symposium is about, that every woman that goes in there, no matter how tattered, how dull you are, I want them to come out with the resources, the tools, the knowledge to know I can get me back and I can shine from this moment on.
Y'all heard that. I heard that a whole lot, but you know what?
That was some tea right there.
Right?
It's skirmish.
But let's be real. You have powerful women on your panel.
Yes. Oh my
Yes,
God, I've been
women.
blessed
And
to
you know
get them.
what? I'm one of them.
Yes.
They know y'all, but it's not about me right now. It's about the powerful women in this room. For one, Natasha Foster. We all know Natasha. You've seen her in her communities, yes. She's a community activist. She's a serial entrepreneur, CEO of Broken Wings Literacy Center and Kids R Us Daycare Center. Yeah, you seen Natasha around. I've seen Natasha. She's been at Downtown High Radio several times. Thank you again, Tasha. Thank you.
I thank you guys for inviting us back. This is a wonderful opportunity. And one thing that I love is that you guys are down to earth. You know, you're relatable. You guys are like my heroes, my stars that I can touch. You know, that's what makes the difference for me. I feel as though that, you know, communication is important. And you guys allow us to get this venue out through your communicational skills. And that's a blessing for us because you just can't go knock on any radio station door without the bureaucracy. You know, so we are blessed to have you guys in our corner.
Oh, thank you, Tasha, and we appreciate that. Now, what role or what would you be giving? What gift should I say it that way? What gift would you be enlightening the ladies at the symposium?
Well, for me, I think I'll definitely let people know that you don't need anyone's permission to be great. You know, so many people feel as though I need my mother, I need my father, you know, approval. I need my man's approval. No, you need God's approval, number one. And number two, you need your own approval. You know, that's what's so important, you know, for you to be able to love yourself first. And then you'll be able to love others.
So true, so true. Now, let me go to this next lovely lady I know personally. Miss Bertaline St. Jane. She is a proud single mother of 3 beautiful teenagers. Hey, and y'all know she can hook some hair up with her hairline. Yes, you already know. Krishima's Luxury Hair Care. Don't forget, it's Laura's Love Collection. Let me tell you, this woman is so powerful, so spiritual. You have to come to hear the words coming out of her mouth, because let me tell you, she's a small woman with a big voice and a big heart. So I welcome Miss Bertaline St. Jane.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful. Oh my God, okay. I'm so happy to be here. I'm honored to be a part of this great empowerment that Shay put together, and I'm happy to see you, Angela. I love you so much. Every time I come here, she empower you, she revive you, and she's like, okay, now go out there. She's like a mama. Feed you, I dress you up, go out there and show them what you know. You know?
Yeah, show them what you're working with.
Yes,
yes, always. But what do you want to bring to the table for all these women? Because, you know, I know your story.
Oh my God.
They don't know it.
So many, right?
Yes.
First of all, I'm honored to be a part of it. And second, what I'm going to bring to the table by the grace of God is life after domestic violence. You could get up and start over, and don't give up on your dream, and start that dream all over again without someone, like you were saying, approval. You know what God had placed inside of you. And also being a cancer survivor. You know, there's a lot of mountain in front of us, but the best part about having mountain in front of you, you have the title to name your mountain, and you also have the ability to speak to it, because it's a sign to listen to your voice. So you could use that mountain to be a step to go up higher. So what I'm going to bring is just really let everybody know, regardless stuff happen in life, but don't give up on your dream and start that business. It's never too late. I'm 42 years old. It's never too late to start that business, especially I'm coming from a different background. I'm Haitian, so everything is so different. Without a man, they don't consider you really up there. So it's like, wait, I won't have my business without a man, and it's going to be successful in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, because you don't need anyone's permission to be great.
Yeah, so this is what I'm going to, just to encourage other women that, you know, you could do it. We're here to empower one another, to complete one another, not to be in competition, you know?
Let's see, that's why I be she my friend. This is why. This is why I said Shay Monroe picked a beautiful panel, a powerful panel of ladies that's going to bring you might want to bring a tissue or two.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you won't be using that tissue for long. Trust me on that. Now, Shay, I have a major question. When you was deciding to have a symposium, how did you select your women at the symposium?
You know, it's funny. I was just talking to Fraudeline this morning in reference to there were some women I had to say no thank you to. And then there were other women who were just kindred spirits. You know, people that I connected with, and their story was so powerful. And just to see them in their presence, in their present time of where they are, you had no idea the struggle that they went through
Of course.
to get to where they are. So to me, it was about that empowerment. It was about that struggle that they continued and pressed on to get through, to get to where they are. Every one of these women that have joined this panel have such an impactful story. To look at them, you would think, oh girl, you got it all together. Look at you. You look fabulous. You dress. I see your car. You shining. And no, they all came from somewhere. And where they came from is not pretty.
Yes.
You know, and I included. My life has gone through tornadoes and whirlwinds. And people look at me and say, oh, Shay, you look so this and you look so that. But let me whisper in your ear what my story is, how I got here, and why I'm so resilient and much stronger now. These women have all impacted my life in a certain way. They spoke into my life, you know, in a certain way. And I just want to share them, you know, that the beauty of them with other women. Because every woman deserves to have a sister girl.
Exactly.
You know, and if you don't have a sister girl, then you haven't really looked at these women on the panel, because they are my sister girls, and I can call them and just chat with them and, you know, just let my hair down and just say, hey, I just want to talk. And I can do that. So each one of them were handpicked because of the presence they bring, the story, the struggle, the conquering. It's a whole lot in each one of them. We'd be here for another hour.
I know that's right.
Trying to get it all out. But they're just beautiful, beautiful women.
And you know, I knew it had to be hard because just as a certified motivational speaker, as myself, I know when sometimes I want to put a symposium together, I always say, Lord, if I go through this phone, it's just too many. It's way too many. And there are a lot of powerful women I know. And you know, at the end of the day, it's hard. And I'm saying to myself, I wonder how Shay took the opportunity to pick and
To
choose,
narrow it
because
down.
you got to narrow. I mean, like I said, I got almost 5,000 people on Facebook, so that's alone on Facebook. So I'm saying to myself, good Lord, if I really had to sit down, I really got to put them in categories. What category do I need you in to speak to these other women? Because at the end of the day, it's not easy to get through everybody. It's like a teacher.
And you know the other thing, I mean, I think the most intimate thing about me gathering this group of women is to look at each one of these women and to know their story. It's like God gifted me something. That to me was so powerful. It was easy to say no to other women. You know, so it's like this was what God affirmed and said, this is going to be what I need you to put across as far as getting this symposium together. You know, there's information that each one has. They all have different venues. They all have different platforms which they individually stand on. They all come from, you know, something different, and they're bringing something different. But if you're not a part of this symposium to get the mass, you know, knowledge and information from each one of us women that are going to be there, you're going to miss something really big.
Oh, yes, you will. Trust you will. Because, again, at the end of the day, you know, just because I know these ladies personally, and I know many of their stories, at the end of the day, I'm a woman. And I know a woman that has that same scenario, same story, and she's trying to live. She don't know how to live. But by a woman or a child coming and sitting in that audience and saying, you know what, that's me. Are they talking about me? Because I ain't telling my story, but she talking about me. So how can I change my life? And what steps she did, maybe I could do it too. But at the end of the day, every woman walk out with something new. Whether she already made it on that valley top, she gonna come out with something new. Just trust and believe. I learn every day from everybody. So you never can say what you don't learn. Is what the only problem is when you don't open your mind to learn. Is that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, closed mind.
Closed mind will never be fed. So you know that's my old school ways. But I love my old school ways.
Yeah, because it got you here. It got you to this point.
So true. But my mistakes have gotten me where I am today as well. So that's the number one thing about being driven 365 days a year. You're going to make mistakes. But it's what you learn from your mistake will allow you to move forward. And we all have learned, we done hit rock bottom at some point in our lives. And somewhere down the line, we say, God, please give us strength.
That's true.
And you take one day at a time.
That's true.
You know it's not going to come overnight because you know you got to wait on God, not on your time. Your girlfriends can't give it to you. You got to give it to God and move forward. So I also want to know, Shay, you know, you have another powerful young lady. She hasn't made it, but she's on her way. Yvette Torres. Miss Torres, you know, she's a sales and marketing brand associate by day. And, you know, honestly, she's another motivational speaker and a life coach. Can you please tell us a little bit about Miss Yvette Torres?
Yvette is a power hitter. She's one of those kind of people who the energy that comes from her, she's always speaking life into people, always finding some kind word, some inspirational word, something to speak life into you. And not only does she just speak it, but she actually gives women a chance to enhance their beauty. So her and her daughter have formulated a team called 1012 Beauty, which they just had a little symposium to empower women to say, just because you have anything, you can always enhance what you have with a lip gloss, with the, you know, eyeshadow. So I love that she just became a woman's canvas.
Yes.
You know, and she took the makeup and said, you're a canvas, you can make yourself as beautiful as you want so that your outside matches your inside. And that's pretty much how she puts it together and presents it as you are beautiful, flawless, and just beautiful. And I really love speaking with her because y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm a makeup guru. I love dabbling and playing in colors, and it's not because I don't feel beautiful. It's just because I think the beauty that's in me just shines so much. I love the colors that God gave me. So I like to use those colors and just play with them all over. Colors on me, colors in my hair, and colors, you know, people talk about, oh, women don't need to wear makeup. Yeah, if you want to wear a bow tie as a man, you put a bow tie on. If you want to change the colors, you change the colors of your bow tie. It's just enhancing you. It's not changing who you are. So what Yvette brings is just that. You're not changing who you are by adding a little lip gloss, or eyeliner, or eyeshadow. And she just says that it's just beauty shining on the outside as well as beauty on the inside.
That is so true. Because if you don't have self-worth on the inside, you can forget about shining on the outside.
That's true.
Because honestly, if you don't know that you're 100%, you might want to start working on it today before July 23rd. Just want to let you know, ladies, if you don't have it and you think that you're falling short, July 23rd, you will have 110% when you leave there. Because we're going to have workshops. And let me tell you, these ladies are powerful. You will bring your notepad, bring your tissue, bring your girlfriends, bring your grandmothers, your aunts, everybody. And they're going to understand what we're bringing to the table that maybe you say to yourself, I was falling short and I'm not 100%. Well, I thought I was. But maybe if I change something in my life, maybe I'll be 100% by the time I leave. And that's what we're working towards. So Shay, can you please let us know where on July 23rd should everybody be?
Before I do that, if I have a moment,
Go for it.
here I go.
It's all about
taking
you,
a
Shay,
moment.
right? It's all about you.
No, I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the other ladies that are actually going to be a part of the symposium.
Okay.
They didn't make it to, this interview today, but we have another power hitter. Her name is Sakina Sally, and she's also a life coach. She has Redeemed for a Cure Cause, LLC. We have Kanita Renee Benson. And Kanita Renee Benson is a singer. She's a missionary. She travels different places, but she just became familiar with Lonnie Hunter's team.
Okay.
And she just released her own single, which she's going to sing for us at the Women's Symposium. So we got double blessings there. And
Sakina is the poet.
and no, we have different vendors
Okay.
that are going to be there. The poet, we have a spoken word poet who's going to be there. Her name is Kelsey. And she's a young lady, college student, who's going through quite a lot in her young years. But her poetry just speaks to women, in their brokenness and how to get past the brokenness. We're going to have some dynamic vendors, so bring your credit cards, your swipe, and I'm sure they have the little swipe so you can swipe. We're going to have the bag lady. We're going to have jewelry there, hair. We're going to have makeup, skincare. It's just going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. And we're going to have our buffet lady is going to be the lasagna lady. I can't remember the lasagna lady herself, but she's going to be the person who caters and buffets for us for the evening. And our digital media is going to be Shadi TNG. Shout out to my son. He's going to be our digital media person. And it's going to be July 23rd, 12 noon.